Linda, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is one that I have been wanting to do for literal months at this point. Back in November, I participated in a contest on Facebook and I was selected as the winner. So while I did not receive this in PR, I did not use my own money for this, but I did win the Ofra Soul Palette. As a side note, if you are a Facebook person and you're not following Ofra, you need to be. They always do these live streams that I love, where a lot of times they're doing tutorials, a lot of times they're just talking about new makeup releases. You'll get to see people like Karine, who is Ofra's daughter, Ofra of Ofra Cosmetics. Ofra is on herself a lot. They'll do challenges. It's a lot of fun stuff and it's kind of easily digestible. I really love their live feed, so follow them on Facebook. Follow them on Facebook. No, you follow someone on Twitter and you like someone on the Facebooks. But I have had this since November and I haven't touched it. I haven't swatched it. I haven't done anything with it because I kept saying I'm gonna make a video with it. Well, here it is finally. And of course I'm talking about them on my channel, so you know that Ofra Cosmetics is a cruelty-free brand. First, let's talk about the packaging. I really like this packaging. So we do have an outer carton that is cardboard, and then the palette is cardboard as well, and it's very slim, you can see. It is very thin, so I really feel like this might be a good travel palette. I know it's large in size, but it's very thin and it's very sturdy. I do like how on both the sleeve and the palette itself, they have the listings of everything that's inside, as well as the expiration date. I feel like a lot of companies will just put on there 6 months or 12 months, something like that. They put the actual expiration date, which in this case is April 2022. So I really do like that because it gives you a concrete date of, hey, you should be thinking about getting rid of this product. I love how I'm talking like I'm somebody who gets rid of products when they expire, and that I don't use a tube of mascara for 16 years in a row. It's cute. And now the piece de resistance, the palette, which I haven't swatched yet. So forgive me, because the palette is so bright white around the edges, it's making my face look dark, but you can get the idea. This is supposed to be sort of an all-in-one palette. So you have a bunch of eyeshadows here. You have some darker cool tone browns here, which could be great for eyebrows. You have 2 blushes here, a banana powder, and then 3 highlighters. And look at the size of those highlighters. What I love most about Ofra's packaging, and they do this with all of their palettes, is that these are all refillable pans. So let's say you hit pan or you use up one color completely, you can buy just that one color to refill. Or let's say you want something new, you can buy something new and fit it in, because everything, like, look at these are all the same size, you know, in little groups. So I really like that about them. I feel like it makes their packaging a lot more sustainable. First, let's do some swatches. I think I'm just gonna do them here on my big arm. I'm just gonna do them right here. So we're gonna start with the eyeshadows. This is Truffle, Godiva, ooh, Bohemian. Ooh, did you see the shine on that? This is Bliss. Oh, Gold Rush. Oh my goodness. And the last shadow, which is gorgeous. So on the packaging, it says Essential. I think they meant essential, and it might be missing a T. Let me check the back of the palette. Nope, on the back of the palette, they also call this Essential, so maybe that's the name? Seems rather strange, but you never know. As far as those 2 bottom cooler shades, we have Bark and French Mocha. This is B29. Really pretty, it's got a little luminescence to it. And Raisin. Are these the most awkward swatches you've seen? I think they're cute. This is interesting also. I don't know if you can see, but these are the fingers that had the blushes on them and they're a little bit stained. I just scrubbed them pretty hard with a makeup wipe and they're very pink. I'm not gonna bother swatching the banana powder because it's just banana powder, but let's get into what we really need, the highlights. First, we have Sahara Dawn. So that is a very deep gold. This would be beautiful on some deeper skin tones. I think I might personally use this one as an eyeshadow. It's really beautiful. And then all of the lights. Ooh, that one is super metallic and champagne-y. It's got some pink undertone to it because there is a lot of pink swirl in there. And then Soho. Soho is definitely a true pinky gold. So beautiful. Okay, now it's time to try this stuff on my face. So I do already have on my foundation, concealer, eyebrows, and contour and bronzer. Those are the things that are not in this palette. Now what's interesting is that on the website, these two are very clearly called blushes, but on the back of the ingredients, where it's telling you the ingredients for each item, it says bronzer ingredients. So I'm not sure which one of these is supposed to be a bronzer, because it's definitely not Raisin here, because Raisin is a very warm, pinky blush. It's interesting, so I'm not sure, take that as you will. In case you're wondering, for my foundation, I am using the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. I've just started using this. So far, I really, really like it. I'm a big fan of light coverage, kind of tinted moisturizers, BB creams, all of that, and I really like this so far. My concealer is my usual go-to. It's the Urban Decay Naked Skin. For my contour, I always use this Pixi by Petra Multi-Stick Balm. I love, love, love this. It's just a nice cream product that I use to just draw it on and then buff it out. And then for my bronzer, I'm just using the Costa Ray bronzer from the Wander Beauty Trip for Two. I got this in my January BoxyCharm, still really loving it. First, let's do the eyes. I'm gonna zoom you in. This is cute. When we're zoomed in, you can really see my baby hairs. First, I'm going to start with Truffle right in the crease. I'm going to be using the Alamar Cosmetics Crease Fluffy Brush. There's no name to it. A little bit in the outer corner as well. This color does pull, very warm, but it's very pretty. I really like how buildable it is. I've just been taking a little bit at a time and placing it where I want it and then blending it out from there. Next, I'm going back into that color that's Truffle with a kind of more defined crease brush, and I'm just putting it right in the crease to make that a little bit darker and more concentrated. You see, I really feel like that makes a difference. I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm Looney Tunes. I'm gonna use that same brush and take a tiny bit of Godiva. There is a whole lot of fallout with that color. Let me see if I can show you up close. Do you see all the particles? That's all from that one color, Godiva. I'm gonna make sure to tap off any and all excess, and I'm gonna put that just in the outer crease. It's a really pretty deep color. I'm also going to bring that into the outer V a little. It's weird, I feel like on camera it looks so uneven, but in person, I swear it looks even. Which shimmery color should we do on the lid? You know what? I think I'm gonna go in with Sahara Dawn, which is that really deep gold. That would be a gorgeous highlight on somebody with a deeper skin tone than mine. So I am going to try it with a brush, and let me wet the brush. It's a lot more subtle than I was expecting. Maybe I'll try with a finger. Ah, there's the gold. I'm also gonna put Godiva right on the lower lash line. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna line my upper and lower waterline, put on some mascara, and I'll be right back. So, verdict so far, if you have blue eyes, holy crap, I feel like this makes my eyes look so blue, and I feel like a lot of people would wanna wear this with big fake lashes or with super eyeliner, and that's awesome, but I don't like wearing lashes, and I didn't feel like doing eyeliner today. I just think it looks really pretty. I think it's very striking. The colors were all beautiful. My only gripe is that Godiva, which is that dark kind of purpley brown color, is, you know, there's a lot of fallout. There's a ton of fallout both in the pan, and then when you tap off your brush, there's a lot of fallout. So I didn't have any on my face, but that's because I tapped off the brush about 60 to 74 times before putting it on my face. Okay, I'm going to use my Moda blush brush, and let's try, I feel like I want to try Raisin with this look. So I'm going in with this very lightly, and I'm going to tap off the excess. Let's see how this looks. Okay, let's see if we can save this. Okay, it's blending out slowly but surely, but just so you know, I tapped the brush in once and hit it off like 4 times just to get some stuff off of it, and it still is really intense. Wow. I'm even gonna take this clean powder brush. This is another Moda brush, but it's a little more dense, and see if I can buff that in even more. It's looking a little better, but is very orangey. So I do want the shades to match, so I'm gonna dip it in once and spank the hell out of it. All right, so we match now, but I feel like, again, that's way too orangey for me. So I'm gonna do something that might be a terrible idea. I'm going to take my Luxie 516 Duo Fiber Powder Brush and take a tiny bit. Look at that. Do you see how much is on there? This is B29, and I'm just gonna put that gently over top. Oh, that's intense. I usually don't wear this much blush. This is a lot. So I want to take that down a tiny bit. I'm going to use my Luxie 518 large powder brush, and I'm going to dip just into the banana powder and dust it kind of lightly over top to see if we can take down that blush a little. Okay, that's still a lot of blush for me, but we're going to move on. Otherwise, we're just going to be blending for 16 hours. I'm going to take my Moda BMX 265 Glow Brush, and for highlighter, I think I want to do a kind of swirl of all of the lights here. It's a whole bunch of different colors. Ofra is known for doing this, and they really make it beautiful. Again, tapping off the excess. Oh God, Ofra highlighters are the best. So Ofra highlighters are probably my favorite highlighter formula of all time. They're super blinding from space, and if you do not like that, you will not like Ofra highlighters. I'm gonna put this everywhere and then bathe in it for a little bit. I'm just gonna set my face. I'm gonna apply just a sheer coat of gloss. And here is the final look. So let's go over my first impressions on the Ofra Soul Palette. One thing I think I totally forgot to mention is the price of this. So this is a higher priced item. This does retail for $99.99, but wait. I feel like I've consistently seen this on sale for $79.99, and then there are sales on top of that. Like the day I'm filming this, which I don't know if the sale will still be on as I post this, but the day I'm filming this, they're having a 35% off anything on the site sale. So that brings this down even more. That would bring the price down to about $52, which again, I understand it's still definitely an investment, but if you look at this as a sort of all-in-one palette with shadows, with blushes, with your banana powder, with your highlighters, with your brow fillers, with, you know, these matte shades that can be anything, then it is a decent deal. As far as quality, I did really like the eyeshadows. I would suggest dip in lightly and go back and slowly build it up because there is a whole lot of pigment there and it can fall all over the place, but they're all really beautiful. They swatched beautifully. Like the only one that didn't swatch beautifully was Godiva, and that's the one I wound up using the most. I love this color. I feel like it makes my eyes really pop. I could see myself using that almost every day. The blushes. How do I say this? People always love to talk about how pigmented a makeup product is. It's really pigmented. It's not pigmented enough. But I believe there is such a thing as too pigmented. I feel like these blushes are bordering on too pigmented. The fact that I took my brush, dipped it in once, and then tapped everything off and then applied it, and it was still so intense, I feel like that's a little too much for your average consumer. It took a long time for me to blend it out, and even still, this is way more blush than I'm personally used to wearing, and I did have to go over it with the banana powder. But with that being said, I'm not usually a banana powder girl, and I really like the way that that toned down the blush and sort of set everything, and my face does not look cakey at all. The hyaluronic acid tinted moisturizer that I was using is still shining through, still looking beautiful, so it does not make your face look cakey or powdery, but just please be aware of that with the blushes. When I say a little bit goes a long way, I mean a itsy weensy little bit goes forever and a day. Did that rhyme? That rhymed. I'm cute. The highlighters, there's no one who does highlighters better than Ofra. I mean, there are definitely amazing highlighters out there that I still love, but if you're looking for that truly blinding highlight, like glowing goddess, glowing baby angel, it is Ofra. It's always Ofra, and I really love this, all the lights. I love the swirl of it, that it kind of has those pinks in it, those golds. There's some sheer bronzes in there, almost yellows. It's just, I mean, it's perfect. So overall opinion on this palette, I really, really like it. I'm going to continue using it. I do see some negatives to it. Number one being the price, number two being those blushes, but neither of those are enough to make me not want to recommend this to you all. So I am going to put it in the comments down below, and if I can find any discount codes, I'm going to try to put those for you as well, because I do have several friends who have affiliate codes, so they will get commission for it, but nonetheless, like, I do believe that you should use a code for this, and you should absolutely try it out. If you're a makeup artist, I feel like this is great to keep in a kit. This would be a great bridal kit. I'm really loving it, and I can't tell you how excited I was when I won this. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. I do put out new videos here on YouTube every Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and smash that notification bell, even though it doesn't work most of the time. You all can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Those are all GlitterFallout. You are super freaking rock stars, and I love you with my whole heart, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah. Bye.